Hey, what is going on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Obviously if you do want to become a channel member, you can click the join button down below. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, for today's video, what are we going to be looking at? Well, we're going to be looking at the new Kirun plus War Chariots plus Giant Hammer Bolt that is absolutely cutting through good sides. So yeah, it's kind of OP. I mean, it's kind of like Witch King with Alchemist. Like, you know how Witch King, you know, with full Alchemist and stuff would just go and within 2 turns they would burn the entire army to death, and you know, your command would be dead and you killed like maybe 1 unit or something. Yeah, well now it's that by Kirun because he's really OP, so that's lovely. Anyway, let's just go to my battle reports and go and find the report with where I fought him. So okay, that's all just mobs and land. Ah, there you go. So I hit this Kirun. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, guys. So do forgive me, you know, for if my pronunciation is terrible. So I hit Kirun with 3 command. I'm just gonna Kirun. I'm not sure if that's right. Okay, I'm just gonna call him the Runic Master, honestly, because you know he's a Runic commander and he's goddamn good. Anyway, so I've hit him 3 times in a row. First with my level 46 Theoden, then with my level 46 Eowyn, and then finally with my level 48 Gimli. So let's have a look. And remember, he did not reinforce between each of these sets. He just totaled 3 of my commanders in a row without any reinforcements or anything. So if we have a look at my gear, so as we can see, my Theoden, he's got pretty good gear. He's got a max strength in Cutlass, he's got a 4 out of 5 star strength in Scout's Mail, he's got a max strength in Horseman's Helm, and a 4 out of 5 star strength in Hit Lane. So that is pretty good. And his skills, I got Horsemaster maxed out, Aerid Leader maxed out, Rohirrim maxed out, Riding Excellence maxed out, and Chaotic Retreat is at 4 out of 7 at the moment. So it's no slouch of a commander. That's pretty well geared, I would say, and I mean the skills is as best skilled as you could possibly skill Theoden. As for my army comp, I'm running 1,500 Cataphracts, 1,500 Cavaliers, or slightly more, 1,550 Cavaliers and 750 Ram Riders just for their break defense skill. We have a look at the actual report now. So let's have a look at this. So as you can see, my entire army is dead. That's like 3,800 units dead. Theoden did 10k damage. My soldiers did 47k damage. And we received nearly 400,000 damage, and I healed about 26k off that. In total, I killed 166 units. That's it. So yeah, let's go have a look. Allied, okay, so my Cataphracts took 160k damage. They did 14k. My Ram Riders did 18k. We took 80k damage, and my Cavaliers did 14k damage and took 146k damage. As for the Runic Master, he did, let's see, his Halberdiers did 30k, took 14k, his Fallen took 20k, did 25k damage, and his Chariots did 316,000 damage. So that's absolutely mad. If we have a look at him, like, okay, look at my gear. It's all full strength and purple pretty much. He's got a 1-star Drums of Barad-dûr, like, that's 1 star. 3-star Eastling Helm, not bad, okay, and a Great Plate of the East, that's another 3-star. But then his Gigantic Hammer, he's got it at 4 stars, which gives 35 might, plus 5 attack to his whole army, and then plus 75 attack to large units. So yeah, if we look at his skills, each round against 2 enemy units, 20% chance to inflict stun, okay, so that's a chance to inflict stun. Just remember, that skill is completely useless against Eowyn, okay? Eowyn's entire army is stun immune, so, because I have her White Lady of Rohan maxed out, mounted units gain stun immunity, all my units are mounted, so her entire army is stun immune, so that skill does absolutely nothing to them. 1 allied units recover 80% HP upon dealing damage, so every time they deal damage they recover health. Round 3, okay, melee units recover a certain amount of health. This, okay, he's just got 1 point in there so he can get Madness for 1 round. Eowyn does have a chance to resist Madness for the first 3 rounds, but it's only at like 50%. Melee units, that doesn't really matter. And then over here, War Chariots, sights, damage plus 60%. Dragoon against large units, damage plus 30%. And Halberdier, damage received from mounted units minus 30%. So this skill is absolutely insane. He gives his Halberdiers minus 30% damage received from my entire army. And it ups the damage from his War Chariots by 60%. Evil Men, 25% chance to gain follow-up. Okay, I don't really think that's that great to move, but you know what, it's fine. And then Absolute Leader, all allies physical damage dealt plus 10% for each allied Evil Men unit type present. So I believe these are all Evil Men units. No, maybe, let's see, that they are. Yeah, they're Evil Men. Halberdiers definitely are. Fallen, I don't. Oh, Fallen are also Evil Men. Lovely. So he gets plus 30% damage there. And you can see just why this commander is so good. I'm not even, you know, let's go look at this. So I'll just skip through all the prep stuff. I'm not going to bother with that. Skip this. Round 1, begin. Okay. Theoden, okay, he activates men from the accessory that doesn't do anything. Okay, so he attacks. He does about 2,000 damage. They do 60 units. Okay, keep going. So Kirun's Lord of the Sand inflicts stun on Cavalier. Okay. Cavalier stun cannot act. Fallen attacks do 3,500 damage to me. Theoden's Arid Leader heals my Cataphracts by about half that damage, so it's not too bad there. Cataphracts attack. Rhun gives them basically 14% damage. Fallen takes 6,500 damage. Okay, nice. Let's keep going. Ram Rider also stuns. They can't act, which means they also don't activate their break defenses. So we keep going. Where is Kirun attacks? War Chariot was granted follow-up by Kirun's tribal tactics. Wow, normally I always say it's not worth putting points into like a 20%, 25% chance to gain follow-up, but apparently yeah, it worked out. So War Chariot activates sights. War Chariot will grant pursuit when attacking, was granted pursuit, attacks in pursuit. Okay, gives War Chariot plus 60% damage dealt. War Chariot sights causes 43,000 physical damage. Okay, there's 500. That's 1/3 of my Cataphracts all dead. Okay, then it attacks again. Another 46,000 to my Cavaliers. That's 1,000 men from my army gone already. So that was lovely. Then, okay, so that's just with sights. Now War Chariots attack twice. So they already did 90,000 damage, right? There's another 36,000 to add on. So that's 125,000 damage basically in one turn, and they've killed about 1,400 units, and that's Cav, okay? So that's lovely. Then the Halberdiers come in just to do another 10k damage on top of all that, so that's lovely. Round 2, okay, so obviously my units barely have anything left. Cavalier finally attacks with plus like 65% damage plus the, so let's see, how much do they do? They only deal 6,500 because there's so few units there. And then so we skip down. We're going to skip the rest of the report. We're just going to go to where the War Chariots attack. Oh yeah, there we go. So the Chariots attack, and that's another 17,000 damage dealt. So that's lovely. Round 3. At this point, unfortunately, Theoden and my army can't actually do anything. They just don't have enough units to deal any real damage. So even with Rohirrim buffing their damage and stuff like that, it's just not enough. So yeah, go through. They're taking damage from everybody. War Chariots attack, that's 15k. Halberdiers attack, that's 5k. That's 20k damage. Another 200 units gone. And so yeah, it just continues like that, and until, you know, Theoden runs out of units. So yeah, by round 6, I believe. Yeah, round 6 it ends, and that's the end of that. So Theoden did 53k damage, 31k was healed, so 20k actual damage. Now let's move on to Eowyn. Remember, Eowyn now, she does have this maxed out, so she reduces physical damage received, while there's a 40% chance of her doing that. She has Rohirrim, which is great, Riding Excellence, which is great. She heals every turn, and my entire army gets stun immunity, so there's no stunning my units, thankfully. Round 3, she heals, and men get the bonus damage. And considering I have 1,400 Cavaliers and Cataphracts, so that damage buffs them quite a lot. Again, 750 Ram Riders just to get that break defenses. Let's go ahead and have a look. Overview, so she did about 60,000 damage, she healed 40k, that's basically another 20,000 damage effective only. In total though, I did about 60,000 damage, and we took about 362,000 damage, of which we healed for about 50k. So we took about 310k effective damage. We have a look here, so basically, yeah, Cavaliers, Cataphracts did about the same damage. Ram Riders did about the same damage. Took about 146k to the Cataphracts, 130k damage to the Cavaliers, 85k to the Ram Riders. Enemy, let's see. Okay, so Fallen and Halberdiers together did 40k damage. Took about 20, 30, 40k damage. So, okay, that's very even. Then we get the Chariots with 310k damage dealt. So, yeah, let's just have a look at that round 1 attack, because that's the biggest. That did a shit ton of damage. But actually, hold on, before we do that, let's have a look at these and see how the sights activate. Rounds 1 and 6, okay, so round 1 and 6 the sights activate, okay. So there's no way my Theoden was going to survive round 6. And that makes sense why he died there. And if I can actually just scroll down to where I want to be on this report would be great. Okay, round 1 begins, okay. Okay, that's just the madness, which we don't really need at the moment. Cavalier attacks with 65% damage, that's great. Halberdier suffered 7.5k damage, lovely. Halberdier counterattacks, okay, that's fine. Fallen attacks. Shield Maiden gives Ram Rider 30% less physical damage received, okay. That's fine, I just want to see when the Chariots... Okay, there we go, now we get into the Chariots. So, let's go down. War Chariot activates sights. Eowyn Shield Maiden, okay, so unfortunately the physical damage received that Shield Maiden can apply to Cavalier did not affect it. So 46,000 damage dealt to Cavalier, that's terrible. Did not affect Cataphracts either, so that's 42k, so that's about 88,000 damage dealt, so that's lovely. Okay, it affects the Cavaliers this time, so it does, well, it still does. Did not affect, okay, that's another 40k. So again, that's like 120,000 somewhat damage. So yeah, that's great. And then the bleed obviously causes a whole bunch of damage as well, nearly 4k bleed damage. So, okay, cool. Round 2, well, at that point, like, I've lost like a third, if not half my army, so at that point my units are just not going to be very effective. And let's see what round she survived to. So round 4, round 5, and round 6 begins here. And this is where the War Chariots go crazy again and finish off everything pretty much. Round 7, yeah, I've only got like, I had 3 units left, and that's the end of that. So Theoden and Eowyn, both of them are, you know, army buffing commanders, so the army has to deal their damage. So, you know, that's something to take into account. Plus they both cav, like full cav armies, and, you know, the guy did have a bunch of halberdiers and some fallen, so, and, you know, obviously the War Chariots. Now let's look at Gimli. So Gimli is the only commander from these 3 that is a pure damage commander. Looking at the equipment, I have the Medic of the Iron Hills, which is 3-star. I have Golden Skin at 1-star, I have an Iron Bassinet at 2-star, and I have a Enshort Calabash at 3-star, which gives him army might, army HP, and some bonus might, focus, and speed. In terms of build, I've gone full experienced warrior, hunt down, collaboration, followed by Durance, Blood, Whirlwind, all in, and finally 2 points into Loaded Glittering Caves, and 1 into Heavily Wounded to stop them recovering HP. So that is pretty good. If we have a look over here, so I actually did 60, 70... 89, basically 90,000 damage. I did 90,000 damage, though remember this army's already fought and killed 2 enemy armies, so they are lower on troops, though they only took about 600 kills and they killed like all 6k of my units. Let's see, so he did 300k damage. Out of the 90k damage, they healed about 26k. So if we have a look, yeah, okay, so my units did only about 27k, yeah, 27k damage there. My Guardians did 3 damage. Lovely. Okay, let's have a look here. So, 13k on the Halberdiers, 21k on the Fallen, 257,000 on the Chariots. So, that's lovely. Let's just go down and see. Let's skip all of this, because Gimli doesn't have anything for me to buff on me, really. So, yeah. We're just going to go down to see how the Chariots do. Wait, did we miss the Chariots? Oh no, actually they would have attacked earlier, yeah. Because he's not fighting a cav army. Okay, so War Chariots. Let's see. Okay, there we go. War Chariots activate sights, 45k damage, 56k damage, basically 100,000 damage already, followed by another 25,000. So that's great. And then, yeah, okay, so that's 25k. So that's another 125k damage pretty much done. So we're not going to go through the rest of this report, guys, because it's pretty much just the same thing. At this point, you know, most of my army is gone, so Gimli is going to deal a lot less damage because he's got so few troops there. If we have a look at Gimli's attacks, yeah, it's only doing like 3k, 6k a ton. 6k a ton at this point compared to, you know, the starting off 125k that was dealt to us. And then, yeah, pretty much our army evaporates. I don't even think we make it to round 6, round 5. Nope, we die at round 5. Round 6 doesn't even get there. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I know this wasn't a in-depth like check of the report, looking at every skill that activated and all of that, but we're just having a look, you know, at how strong this new Kirun is with the massive gigantic hammer, and how good it is with large units. So yeah, I'm imagining it's probably even more. Actually, it's probably just as effective if you put a full army of Mumakil with it. So maybe you would be using a different commander, since, you know, this commander is buffs the runic units and stuff. But I'm sure if you put this on another unit and, you know, you gave them gigantic hammer, you'd be doing a ton of damage as well. I assume Witch King probably. Witch King with Mumakil and a gigantic hammer could probably work. I'm not sure though. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one.